Hey everyone, welcome back to Anime Vault. Today we're diving deep into Invincible Season 3, Episode 5, breaking down every major moment, hidden detail, and shocking twist. This episode was absolutely packed with action, emotional turmoil, and jaw dropping revelations. So, buckle up because we're about to dissect everything you need to know. A world in chaos, setting the stage. The episode opens with the fallout from the last battle. Mark Grayson, still reeling from the betrayals and heavy losses, struggles to find his place in a world that seems to be spiraling out of control. The damage caused by the Viltrumites continues to mount, and tensions are rising between Earth's heroes and the alien conquerors. Meanwhile, Cecil Stedman is working tirelessly behind the scenes to mitigate the crisis. His efforts to keep the world from collapsing under the weight of the Viltrumite invasion are becoming increasingly desperate. He's manipulating global powers, deploying countermeasures, and even resorting to some morally questionable strategies. This episode sheds light on just how far Cecil is willing to go to protect humanity, even if it means making some very dangerous allies. We also see Debbie Grayson struggling to hold herself together. As the mother of Invincible, she's caught in an impossible situation, trying to support her son while also coming to terms with the fact that the love of her life, Omni-Man, is a war criminal. Her interactions with Mark in this episode are some of the most emotional we've seen in the entire series, reminding us just how personal and devastating this war is. Mark's moral struggles, the burden of being invincible. Mark is clearly at a breaking point in this episode. After suffering loss after loss, he's questioning if he can ever truly stop the Viltrumite threat. His fight with Conquest in the last episode left him battered, and he's starting to wonder if being Earth's protector is even possible when he's up against a race of nearly indestructible warriors. But just when it seems like Mark is ready to give up, we get a pivotal moment that defines his character. A conversation with Eve reminds him why he fights. Unlike his father, Mark still holds on to hope. He doesn't want to conquer or rule. He wants to protect. This distinction between him and Omni-Man is one of the core themes of Invincible, and this episode highlights just how different they truly are. However, the Viltrumites aren't giving him any time to recover. General Craig makes an unexpected move, sending another elite warrior to confront Mark. This leads to one of the most intense battles of the season, as Mark is forced to fight for his life against an opponent who is stronger, faster, and more ruthless than anyone he's faced before. Omni-Man's fate, the redemption arc. Speaking of Omni-Man, this episode finally gives us a look at his current predicament. Captured by the Viltrumites and sentenced to execution, Nolan is facing the consequences of his actions. But instead of cowering in fear, he stands defiant. This is a huge moment because for the first time, we see Nolan truly rejecting the Viltrumite way. There's a powerful exchange between him and Thrag, the leader of the Viltrumite Empire. Thrag, as cold and calculating as ever, reminds Nolan of his duty to the Empire. But Nolan has changed. His time on Earth, his love for Debbie, and his relationship with Mark have made him see the flaws in the Viltrumite philosophy. He refuses to bow to Thrag, even if it means certain death. This raises a huge question. Can Omni-Man truly be redeemed? This episode doesn't give us a clear answer, but it does show us that Nolan isn't the same ruthless conqueror we met in Season 1. His character arc is one of the most complex in the series, and this episode adds another layer to his evolving morality. Adam Eve's rising importance. Another standout in this episode is Samantha Eve Wilkins, aka Adam Eve. Since the beginning of the series, she's been one of the most powerful yet underutilized characters. But this episode proves that she's not just a side character. She's essential to the story. Eve is stepping up in ways we haven't seen before. She's becoming more involved in the resistance against the Viltrumites, using her reality warping abilities to their fullest potential. We even get a glimpse of just how powerful she can be when she taps into a deeper level of her abilities. But what makes Eve's story so compelling isn't just her powers, it's her humanity. She's struggling with the weight of her responsibility, torn between wanting to fight and fearing the consequences. In a touching scene, she opens up to Mark about her doubts, and it's clear that she's just as scared as he is. This vulnerability makes her one of the most relatable characters in Invincible, and it's why fans continue to root for her. The big twist. The alliance no one saw coming. Just when we think we know where the episode is going, Invincible drops one of its biggest twists yet. Cecil, desperate for any advantage against the Viltrumites, reaches out to an unexpected ally, the Mauler twins. Yes, those Mauler twins, the same ones who have been a thorn in Mark's side since the very beginning. This unexpected alliance is a game changer. The Mauler twins, despite their criminal past, are brilliant scientists, and Cecil believes they might hold the key to leveling the playing field. But can they be trusted? That remains to be seen. The final scene of the episode shows them working in a secret government lab, experimenting on something, or someone, that could change the war forever. Final thoughts. What's next? Episode 5 of Invincible Season 3 is a turning point. It's packed with emotional moments, intense action, and game-changing revelations. Mark is at his lowest point. Omni-Man is on the verge of either redemption or death, and the battle for Earth is reaching its climax. With only a few episodes left in the season, the stakes have never been higher. Will Mark find a way to defeat the Viltrumites? Can Omni-Man make amends for his past? And what exactly is Cecil planning with the Mauler twins? We'll have to wait and see. That's a wrap. That's it for today's deep dive into Invincible Season 3, Episode 5. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Let me know in the comments, what do you think will happen next? Do you think Omni-Man can be redeemed? Will Mark survive the next battle? Drop your theories below, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Anime Vault, signing off.